Enemy cruisers sunk.
Hello, Fresh Potato back with another video. And yes, kidney sold, right? We got a buyer and we went ahead and we gave up the kidney in order to get the Vallejo, right? We got ourselves a Vallejo. Finally managed to get a ship from my home state, right? A city in my home state. I don't have the California and I don't have the San Diego, but I have the Vallejo now, or Vallejo, however you want to pronounce it. And the Vallejo or Vallejo is pretty good, pretty fun. As you all know, it's SAP, right? Sap shells. And here we go. We're going to play the old Island Boy, right? Cruiser, the old Island Boy spammer. Okay, that's how you play these things, these light cruisers. Is this a light cruiser or a heavy cruiser? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it's heavy. I'm just so used to ships that have those high arcing shells be, you know, the light cruisers for some reason, but that's not the case sometimes. So I think maybe this is a light cruiser. We'll find out. Okay, we'll find out at a later time. But here we go. We see the Belfast and the Baltimore pushing in very aggressively. We didn't have a lot of help on this side. Well, we are this side, right? We are on this side, so this is our responsibility. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kite out. I kind of panicked. I'm like, okay, you know what? I can't stay here with these two Goliaths, okay, sailing in here. All right, and here we go. We're gonna take a good hit here, and that's probably from the Belfast. Here goes the Baltimore, and the Baltimore says, hey, let me see your sap shells, and I say okay. And look at that first salvo, the first initial salvo, pretty good. We got 4,000 off of them, and now it's an aiming game here. I'm not all that great with cruisers sometimes, especially the ones with those high arcing shells. I'm not a fan of high arcing shells, but when it comes to the Vallejo, it's pretty fun to use, right? Those giant sap shells, and yeah, we're just gonna chew him up. And that's how you have to play these things. Okay, you have to, you know, kite away sometimes and just let it fly. And I tell you one thing, guys, boy, does it hurt when you're playing ships like this, constantly having to press the fire button. You know, it hurts my hand, it hurts my wrist, okay, fingers, all of it is in pain, okay, after playing this game. Yes, I needed a break from this because, man, it's a lot of hand action, right? Yeah, it hurts, man. It hurts. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go dark, and that's one of the keys here, especially when you're playing these kind of squishy cruisers, right? Wow, that was difficult to say. But when you're playing these squishy cruisers, you have to know when to go dark and go invisible. And my inspirations help me do that quickly. I do have Be Delightful and, of course, Lemonade, right? And they help me go invisible when I need to really quick. So we went invisible, we went dark, and this gives us an opportunity to readjust and get into a better position to get back in the fight. I don't want to be sitting there chasing that Baltimore to the ends of the earth. But it looks like that Baltimore tried to do the same thing, but unfortunately for him, he's spotted by our destroyer, who's doing a good job keeping him lit up, right? Keeping him lit up. So here we go. We're trying to get back into this battle. There goes the D7P. We want to stay away from that thing for now, or we want to stay out of the range of its planes. We do want to light up this Kansas later. But we got to get under some cover first. Not under, but behind. Okay, we're not under anything. Okay, we want to get behind one of these cliffs. But here we go. We see a good opportunity to line up some shots at this Baltimore. Unfortunately, we're now spotted, so we just got to get ourselves into some cover. And look at that hit. Look at that salvo. We landed 7 shells, and we smacked him pretty good, right? These sap shells, they really do hit and cause a lot of pain, right? Cause a lot of pain. But here we go. We're back behind an island, and now I need some better spotting to happen here. we do have an opportunity to line up the D7P, so we're going to go ahead and take it. Now we are radared and detected, so that's not good, but fortunately for us, we have this island protecting our broadside here, so we're going to go one-on-one, toe-to-toe with the D7P and try to see who's who, right? This is a heavyweight bout? No, these are two lightweights, right? But our shells is way better and way faster. We did pop that reload booster, which does come in handy from time to time, right? So here we go. We're lining him up, but we're backing up. He tried to get us there with those with those planes, and that would have probably hit us pretty good. We line him up one more time, and yeah, we didn't get the kill there. But hey, we did some good damage to that guy. And you guys see how these sap shells, they really can cause a lot of damage, and I'm pretty sure it's annoying, especially when you're a battleship main going up against these things like the Italian cruisers or the San Diego or now the Vallejo. Those sap shells are very annoying because they cause so much damage, right? So here goes the Belfast. We have him right where we want him, and we get to finally send someone straight to the Shadow Realm. That's the first kill, and we are at 62,000 damage here, and we're just dancing around this island here in our Vallejo, right? Cruiser 148, right? 148. And yeah, this thing is pretty cool, man. This is a really fun ship to play. I wish I had the San Diego, but it was no way I was gonna get the San Diego back then. But hey, I drank enough water. I kept my kidneys in good shape, okay? That way I can get good money for it. And here we go. So what we want to do, we want to crash into the island. We don't want to go far. We're going to crash into this island. We're going to reverse, and we're going to go back the other way. That way we can line up possibly some shots on that Kansas. And there goes the aircraft carrier. We might want to get some shots over there too. But we're going to wait. We also have the Vanguard, but we're going to wait before we start lining up this Vanguard. We want to be in motion before we start. So here we go. Lining him up, try to confuse him a little bit as we pull forward. And yeah, Vallejo, pretty slow, I noticed. Pretty slow. But, you know, if you know what you're doing, then I guess it's okay. You know, it's okay for those cruiser mains out there. This is it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. But here we go. We're trying to get into a good position. This is where it gets kind of tricky here for me, because I'm not a cruiser player. I'm not a cruiser main. I just do my best here, and you know, just play the way the ship is supposed to be played, right? Or try to imitate the good cruiser players here, and that's what I'm trying to do. So here we go. We're staying under cover. We're trying not to get spotted. Here goes the Kaga. Now we have a good opportunity to line up some shots on this Kaga. We are spotted but not targeted, and boy do I really like that skill from Norman Scott, right? That skill. I really like that skill. It comes in handy. I didn't have to move because, again, I wasn't targeted. So here we go. We're just lining up, and we're just farming the damage now. We're getting the damage here, and we want to take more shots at this Kaga. Hopefully get it off the board already. So, yeah, I could have gone and gotten more shots and better shots on that Vanguard, but I say, you know what? The Kaga is the more important target right now. We can get rid of those planes. It would be a big help. And there it is. We send that Kaga straight to the Shadow Realm. That's the second kill. We are at 106,000 damage. Now we can farm some more battleships here. But again, here we go. We are spotted from what? Who knows? Okay. We are spotted by the cruiser that is beginning to sail into our cap. If you look on the mini-map, looks like he's going to turn into that cap. So we are wary of that. We know we're targeted now. We have someone targeting us, but we're trying to quickly get the kill on this Kansas. And look at these salvos go to work. Can we pull off in time? No, we still got hit. But hey, we send that Kansas straight to the Shadow Realm. That's the third kill of the game. We are at 121,000 damage. Now we can go ahead again and farm the Vanguard, right? Farm the Vanguard. We're under some good cover here. And yes, here goes the the reload the reload booster. And look at the potato go to work, right? We're missing 90% of these shots. We're missing a bunch of these shots here, and I'm trying to, hey, I say keep still, man. The Vanguard sure do know how to ruin a good time. So here we go. We're trying to make it rain, but yeah. I say, you know what? I probably shouldn't do that. All right, I probably won't do that again. Right? I need better practice or get better doing that. Right? I know there's guys that can do that very well, but I'm not one of them. But here we go. Still trying to just light this guy up. I know he's trying to get out of there, trying to get away. We're just missing everything. Okay, high arcing shells, man. These high arcing shells. But boy, does these sap shells, boy, do they look pretty with the red tracers, right? That's what it's all about, okay? That's what it's all about, you know? Red tracers. But here we go. We see now that the Aegir is now in our cap. So we're going to stop shooting there. It's time to go dark. Luckily, we dodged that salvo from the Vanguard. But we do want to go dark here. And there it is. Again, my skill helps me go dark pretty fast, right? Pretty fast, which comes in very, very handy. Here we go. Now we can line up this Vanguard and get some defend ribbons here. He is trying to cap as if no one sees him. But luckily our friendly aircraft carrier is there to spot him and keep him spotted, so we can go ahead and farm, right? Farm the Aegir. Okay? And that's what we're gonna do. I wish I had that reload booster here now, man. It would have been better. It would have been better. So the Aegir is trying to turn out and run and escape into the sunset, right? Right off into the sunset, literally. But no, we're not going to let him get away. We're not going to let him get away, even though that sun is glaring in our eyes. But luckily for us, we got on our sunglasses, right? We got on some Ray-Bans, and those those Ray-Bans are helping us, block out this sunlight, which is very annoying, even in a video game. I don't like it. But we're getting some decent hits. We're just chipping away, right? We're getting that chip damage, right? Some chip damage going on here. We're gonna get some help there by the torpedoes, which will give us the kill, right? That should give us the kill here. Yes. And we send that Aegir straight to the Shadow Realm, and we are now at 157,000 damage. Yes, the SAP farm is here. Okay, we are farming these sap shells and getting some good results, right? Getting some good results. But the game is just about over. We are located by the destroyer, but where's the destroyer? Who knows, right? Who knows? This is where you need to be a better destroyer player, a more aware destroyer player, especially up here at the high levels. Maybe the destroyer was doing its job all the way up there, defending his cap, but I guess maybe I shouldn't say anything. But usually, when you know you're about to lose, you want to go out with a fight, right? You want to go out with a bang. You don't want to go out hiding, right? That makes no sense. But hey, time is almost up, and we know we're going to win this game. There's no way this destroyer is going to get anywhere near this cap, okay, without me knowing or without the aircraft carrier seeing it. And I'm like, what is this aircraft carrier doing? Where is this destroyer, man? Where is this destroyer? Fly somewhere and find this guy. Okay, I want more damage. I want to get that Kraken. It would be nice to get a Kraken in literally my second game in the Vallejo, right? First game, that didn't work out. Hey, the second game was the charm. Good game. GG, GG. All right, Vallejo, everybody. And yes, it cost that kidney, and luckily for me, I'm kind of a mutant. I can grow another one. Say what? Yeah, stop it, right? Stop it. But yeah, we finished with 150 7 or 3? I don't know. But we're top of the leaderboard with base XP. We finished with 2652. We did get those 4 kills. And yeah, yeah. Enterprise, good job. That Aegir finished with over 2,000 on the losing team, meaning he or she had a pretty good game. And Friesland, hey, get in the game already. Friesland did a good job too, but yeah, we got the win. Looked like we finished with 157,000 damage, and of course that one medal. What was that? The high caliber. Yeah, yeah, high caliber. And yeah, the Vallejo guys, the Vallejo or Vallejo, pretty good, and yeah, it better be, it better be after all that, but here goes the build. This is, of course, Norman Scott. Okay, this is just the guys to help my shells, right? To not help the shells, but give me that World's Red Tracers. First inspiration, Ivan BD Delightful, and he helps my detectability, brings it down. What I think that was 10%, and he also helps to reload. The other inspiration is Andre Lemonnier, right? And he helps the detectability after firing. He brings that down another 15%. So, like I said, after I shoot my guns and when I need to go dark, I can go invisible and drop the spot, right? Drop spot. But yeah. So here goes the skills. Of course, we're gonna go with beyond range. There's no need for anything else, right? I don't need to put on burn it down double XL because there's no HE, and the AA is, I think the AA is okay, so I don't really need the AA. I rather have the range since I'm shooting sap and I need to farm from long range, right? uh I went with torpedo detectability again because we don't have HE. We also are going with armed and ready. I could go with to help my speed or maneuverability, but nah. Punctuated or punch through, I could go with that, but for what I'm mostly shooting sap, right? We have fixated to help our main battery dispersion and grouping because again, we're shooting most of the time, we're farming, so we need those shells to land. I could go with stare clear, but again, I'm not really trying to be a kite away and be maneuvering, even though it could come in handy when you need it, but I'd rather have the better dispersion. We're going to go with fully packed here. Fully packed, who doesn't want an extra consumable, right? That extra boost on my reload, having 3 of those come in very, very handy. I could have went with refill station, but I think my reload is good enough. It's at 5 seconds, and with this, it will be 5.8. I checked, okay? 5.8. Who cares about an extra zero point 0.8 when I can have an extra consumable, right? Extra heal, an extra reload booster. I think that is the better or yeah, smarter choice in my opinion, right? In my opinion. So yeah, so here we go with our mods. We're gonna go with, of course, aiming system mod 1. That's gonna help my main battery dispersion. It also helps absolutely nothing else. I'm not looking to brawl, so who cares about the secondaries there? What else? We're going to go with, of course, we went with propulsion mod. I could have went with the steering gears, but again, I need to be able to move when I need to move. Maybe I will try steering gears mod 2 later on, just to see how that go. But the Vallejo is pretty slow. We're going with concealment mod 1 because again, we need to go dark, right? When we need to go invisible, we need it. When we need to drop spot. We also have, of course, main battery mod 3. That helps my reload, and this is the reason why it's 5.8 seconds. I think I said it backwards last time. It is 5.8 seconds. So yeah, 5.8 seconds. What did I say last time about refill station, right? Refill station. If I had refill station, it would be 5 seconds reload, but without it, it's 5.8. Okay, I need to clear that up, right? Don't want to confuse anyone. But yeah, I like this ship. It's really, really good. Boy, like I said, it hurts Okay, it hurts your wrist, it hurts your hands. Okay, when you're there constantly having to click because the reload is so fast, especially when you're farming. Boy, does it hurt. Maybe I might go with the ripple fire and just keep my hand on the fire button, right? Maybe that's the way. But yes, the Vallejo. How many of you guys got it? Were you able to get it? Did you sell that kidney? Boy, is this an expensive ship. Some of you guys were lucky and got it quickly. You didn't have to go through all the gambling process. But hey, it is what it is. But hey, tell me what you think. And of course, thanks for watching.
Enemy cruiser sunk.